Hey guys, today I made strawberry tiramisu. This recipe isn't mine, it's from another small YouTuber that I really like. I put in a little twist for this recipe though. So I heard that you're supposed to wash your strawberries with salt water, so that's what I did, but no bugs came out, so I'm very sure you can just wash it with regular water. I made this recipe because I had a lot of leftover strawberries, and I was surprised that I had all the ingredients on hand. I started off by taking all the stems off the strawberries. For half of the strawberries, you want to slice them in half, and the rest of the half you cut them and put it in a bowl. For the recipe, they used 5 tablespoons of sugar for the strawberries, but instead I used 2 tablespoons of agave and a tablespoon of stevia. Next, I squeezed in half a small lime. In the video, the strawberries were mashed by an immersion blender, but when I did that, strawberries were flying everywhere. So I squished the first half with a fork. After I mashed most of the strawberries with a fork, I switched back to an immersion blender. I wanted the strawberries to be smoother, so I transferred them to a blender. I ended up blending the strawberries too much, so there weren't any of the strawberry chunks I wanted in there. I added a teaspoon more stevia to the strawberries because I didn't find it sweet enough. In a medium bowl, pour the heavy cream, yogurt, and mascarpone cheese in. I added 3 tablespoons of sugar even though the recipe was 5 tablespoons. You probably could use a normal whisk for this part, but you want to whisk it until there's soft peaks. Next, add a teaspoon of vanilla. This vanilla extract is homemade, so that's why it looks so light. You don't want to whisk this for too long or the heavy whipping cream might turn to butter. So when you whip cream too much, the fat molecules move around and they all form it into one, so that creates butter. I tasted the mixture and I feel like it needed more vanilla and more sugar, so I added a tablespoon of sugar and another teaspoon of vanilla. I also added vanilla bean paste even though I don't like the taste of it, just for those speckled looks. It should look really fluffy and soft. Next, I cut my ladyfingers in half. In the video, she used the hard type of ladyfingers, but I only had the soft ones on hand. For the second to last step, you layer in the ladyfingers, and the strawberry puree, and then the mascarpone filling. I definitely think that I pureed my strawberries too much. I didn't have enough ladyfingers to fill the bottom of the pan because my siblings ate them all. If you don't have ladyfingers, you can make a small sheet cake, and I think that'll work fine too. After I layered in the strawberry puree, I added the sliced strawberries to the side of the pan. Once you've added the strawberries to the side, you can put in that filling, and then my filling was definitely too thin because I didn't whip it enough. I used an offset spatula to really smooth out the filling, but then I realized that it doesn't matter because it's going to be layered on top of another layer anyways. Then you just have to repeat the same process again. A better way to scoop in the filling is to use an ice cream scoop. I smoothed out the top layer again. And now the final step, I dusted some cocoa powder on top of the tiramisu. And that pink stuff on the tiramisu is a powdered sugar that's strawberry flavored that I attempted to put on, but it's a no-go. If you're making this and you are using the hard ladyfingers, I would suggest leaving this overnight so the ladyfingers can get softer. But since I had the soft types already, you can eat it right away.